Hello, and welcome to the lesson on how to create a query using an Access database. First, you need to have the database created. You open the database. Once the database is open, you select the table that you want to create the query from. In this case, we want to use the customer table. Click the customer table once to select it. It will give a background color to it. Don't double click it because it will open the table and we want to have the working area empty. Once you have the table, you go to create, query wizard, and we want to do a simple query. Click OK. You have the table, you have your available fields, and then the selected fields. To select the fields, you can use the single arrow or the double arrow if you want to select all of them, or the easiest way is to double click the fields that you want. In this case, we want the customer number, the customer name, the amount paid, the current due, returns, and the book rep number. Once you have your field selected, you can click on next. You leave this option as is, click on next. Next, you get to give a title or a name to your query. Customer query is already there and we can just leave it as that. If you want a different name, you can highlight this one, delete it, and type in your new query title. You click on finish and it will give you the results for the fields that you selected. So what is this different from the actual table? The table has all the fields that you type in. A query will give you just the fields that you want to see. So a query is like asking a question to the database. You're asking the database to please give you the information from this table on the fields that you just requested. If you notice still a lot of information, in this case you have your customer number, name, amount paid, current due, returns, and book rep number. So in this case, what I want to do on the book rep number, I want to just look at one of my reps. I want to look at book rep number 53 and see all the statistics for that particular rep without having to see everybody else's. For that, I go to the Home tab, go to View, click on the Design View. This is the design view for the customer query. You have your fields, customer number, name, amount paid, current due, returns, and book rep number. And you have a row that says criteria. All the way under book rep number for criteria, I'm going to type in the number 53. I only want to see this information for book rep number 53. Once I have that done, come back to the tab and click on Run. And if you notice, this further refined my query, and I only see results for book rep number 53. So that's how you create a simple query using Microsoft Access. If you notice, now I have the fields that I wanted and I have only book rep number 53. In this case, I want to see further refine my query and I want to see book rep number 53 for customers that have a current due of 10,000 or more. So you notice 1, 2, 3 of them have 10,000 or more. So I can go back to the design view. On their current due, I want to say greater than 10,000. So when I do that, I run it, and now I got only 3 results. So a query is a very good way to get information from your database without having to look at the entire table and go through every single record that you have. I hope this was helpful, and this lesson was on how to create a query using a Microsoft Access database.